Flylady Diane here, and welcome back to day 26 of the Flylady's 31 baby steps. So I hope you're ready. I hope you've been following along. If you have, then I'm sure you are already dressed to house shoes. Check. I've got, oh, there we are. I've got mine on today. Today we're going to talk about something that you see at the bottom of all of Flylady's emails at the website. It will say jump in where you are, and I just want to talk about that for a little minute. What does jump in where you are mean? That means that with this whole Flylady system, it doesn't matter what you aren't doing, or if you've fallen off the wagon, as some people say, or maybe you've been a fly baby for years and years, but you just can't. Don't worry about everything that's gone before. We're concentrating on right here and right now. So what we want you to do is just jump in, just do what you can. You know, if you've been following along on these 26 days of baby steps, hopefully you've been following along all the little steps. You've made your control journal, you're checking off your morning routine, your evening routine. But as I said yesterday, if you miss something, don't worry about it. If you miss one day, that's all right. Try not to miss 2 days in a row, because then we start getting into our old pattern again. But just jump in where you are. If you have missed the morning routine for today, don't worry, just jump in with the afternoon routine, with the evening routine. Don't worry about it, just do what you can, and you will see that at the bottom of all of Flylady's messages to you. Jump in where you are. We do not want you to feel that you are behind or that you're not doing things properly. Just do what you can, because anything, as I said before, anything's better than nothing. And also for today, 26, I just wanted to talk a little about, here we are, yeah, day 26. I just need to keep checking because I've been doing so many days. I wanted to give you a couple of tips about these morning, afternoon and evening routines. I'm a mentor at Flylady Premium, but I'm just the same as everybody. I'm a fly baby. That's all the mentors who are at Flylady Premium. We are all fly babies. We're still fly babies. I'm still the same person I was before, but I just know how to deal with the things that trip me up, so I don't get tripped up every day. And with the ladies that I mentor, a few things have become apparent. If you are working outside the home, if you're working away from home, leaving the house every day to go to work, what I really hope you will concentrate on and do as soon as you come home is the evening routine. Because, the routines, morning routine, afternoon, before bed routines, they're all equally important. But if you're working outside the home, it's really important that as soon as you come through the door, you start that routine and you get it done as quickly as possible. Focus on that, because that way it will allow you to have that me time that you desperately need and deserve before you go to bed. Now, if you are running a business from your own home, if you're at home with the kids, if you're a stay-at-home mum, if you're a pensioner, whatever, if you are at home for most of the day, your best bet is to put all your energy into making sure your morning routine gets done. And why do I say that? Because when we have all day to do something, you know how it works. If you have all day to do it, it'll take all day to do it. If we have all day to clean, we will use the whole day to clean. If we know that there's somebody coming round at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we will be finished the cleaning before they arrive at 1 o'clock. Or in an ideal world, we would be finished cleaning. But what I'm trying to say to you is, if you are at home, working from home, at home most of the day, make sure you get your morning routine done. That's your focus, the morning routine. Get it done as soon as your feet hit the floor, because that way it's going to free up the rest of the day to get on with work or playing with the kids, and giving you me time during the day, because probably later on in the day you know, the kids have got bath time, bedtime, you know, stressful time again. So that's my little tip to you. All the routines are important. Do what you can, but if you're working outside the home, really put your energy into doing the evening routine, because in the morning, you know, you have to be out the door. You are up, you're dressed to shoes, so that's not going to be so much of an issue for you. Whereas if you are at home, sometimes we have the tendency, oh, well, you know, I don't need to get dressed to shoes right now because I'm not going out. So that's my little tip for the day. Also, if you're still feeling overwhelmed with things, that is perfectly normal. As I said to you, I'm a fly baby like everybody else. As I've already mentioned, I'm an introvert, I'm anxious about things, I overthink things. When I get up in the morning, between the time I leave my bedroom and get to the bathroom door, I can have 150 worries and ideas and things storming around in my head. But I know, I've learnt this from Flylady, that I just go through my morning routine, I focus on that, I don't start going on the computer and Googling things and trying to solve problems. I go through my morning routine, you know, get my coffee, dress to shoes, and I can bet you once I'm finished that morning routine, my world has just become more manageable again. Because what we really want you to do with these routines is we want to get you focusing on them and getting them done as fast as possible. But in the process, we're actually slowing down. We're not having all that chaos going on in our heads, because we have enough chaos to begin with, you know, chaos with the clutter, chaos with what's going around us. So by doing these routines, it's going to help us to slow down and to be able to take things more calmly. So that's what we want for you. So today, just remember, jump in where you are. If you haven't started any of your routines for today, jump in where you are, you're not behind. And let us know how you're getting on. Have these baby step videos, have they been helpful? Is there anything that you're still not understanding? And please don't worry about all the other things that you've read about on the Flylady website or on the Flylady Facebook page about, you know, zones and weekly cleaning and, you know, the focus for the day. We'll get there. All we want you to do right now is just build those routines slowly, keep working on the clutter, and you know what, it will all be okay. Everything will fall into place. Believe me, been there, done that, got the t-shirt and got the, well, not the Flylady mug, but I've got all the Flylady stuff. Anyway, I'll wrap it up there. Flylady Diane signing off from slightly sunny Copenhagen. We'll be back with you tomorrow for a new baby step. And that's basically it. So live long and prosper. See you all tomorrow. Bye for now.